You know, the traditional healers, what part, get part of thing, get karolo thing by tshamekang towards awareness area HIV/AIDS, and then the 4 ke batjha, that's for the youth. So mara ka bona go tsetse batjha ka mo koping, so a gona o bona byang wena. Yeah, ke batla o as a representative ya batjha. For when I'm Moharawa HIV, we put my young on and Kidi, you say things that the years of Hana, but by saying they should use protection. Yeah. Yes, first of all.
They teach you how to understand. And then when they are infected, they don't
Yes. Okay, she definitely sees the importance of this World AIDS Day, and she does encourage other young people to be cautious and careful, especially when going out to clubs. You know, there's people that pick you up there, there's people that can actually, you know, you can get raped, you can get whatever. So just be cautious as young people. And then the other thing that she also strongly recommends and believes in is to use protection. So that was quite a nice view coming from a young person, you know, to other young people. When I say, especially Karuna Lengwana, Medupe is for women and children, you know, the awareness, abuse, when you I mean, it's something that affects you as a Motomo community. It doesn't have to happen to you directly, but it happens to people around you, so it does affect you. So what can you say? When no carivela, mafuganya na mabida mara. She hasn't seen anything happening around her. Eta lena ko pele mo le re mafeto a le engage mo wa ka taba ya HIV/AIDS le World AIDS Day ka di 1st of December. You can, yes. Joyce, please.
What breaks my heart is the fact that the youth don't take AIDS and HIV very seriously these days. I don't know if it's the fact that there's ARVs now, but I also can see that they don't know that ARVs also have side effects.
Yes.
Because it totally changes the way you look, their appearance and everything. So what bothers me, because there was a time that I overheard a conversation between small girls talking like that. They were like, oh, we all have it, you understand? So it's something like flu to them nowadays. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I wish that one day they wouldn't just talk about HIV and AIDS, wear a condom, do this and that. I wish there could be something serious that they showed them.
Yes.
You understand?
Absolutely.
Like when I was going to school that time, the reason why I fear it mostly because they seeing it practically, what it does to a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing the kind of person starting to wear body diapers, pampers and stuff. It's not a good image.
Yeah, no, it's not a good
then
sign.
you kind of tell yourself that I don't want to be there.
Yes.
Yeah. So if they're seeing a person with HIV and is correctly fine, the ARVs are still okay to their system.
Yeah.
They think no, we can just also get away with it.
Yeah.
It won't kill us.
Yes.
But they must know that there's deeper things to HIV and AIDS than what they think they just see.
Absolutely. That was very profound. Thank you so much for that view. I mean, she strongly believes in the importance of World AIDS Day, and it's because of people like her that we still have this day and see the importance in it, because that's when a lot of information gets dished out. That's where a lot of knowledge, things that you didn't know as a young person, as an old person, things that you can actually, get and grasp. And that's important because we need to protect ourselves from this virus. Anyway, you had your hand raised up.
Yeah, actually, when I talk about my experiences with HIV/AIDS, I've had like people in the family. My sister died of AIDS.
Sure.
And then I had a friend who died of AIDS, and another one is still living, fortunately enough. But like what I realized is that people are not killed by the virus. It's more like the stigma, and also the mere fact that you are discovering that you have AIDS, right? Diagnosed rather, and then you're not really ready for the virus. I don't know how it works, but a lot of them they die in the process because difficulty is not the right one for the treatment. And like so basically I personally fear I won't even go test because I know basically so without stress I've said without stress.
Oh, wow.
I would never I'm not joking, I
Sure.
am serious. I would never test for AIDS.
You'll never.
Okay, maybe if I want to start a family but not teaching, then no you won't test.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, are you
What
making?
about those people who are born with it? What about those people?
Yes, this
It's AIDS Day to me. It means we should celebrate them. We should affect that. We should accept that AIDS is here. We're living with it. It's just a virus. It's like a flu. To me, it's like a flu.
yeah.
I just have to accept that it's here. We're living with it.
Another thing,
affected.
another thing, I strongly feel also, you only test if you know that you're ready because if you have a virus, it belongs in your alcohol. You might as well, don't let it control you. Rather, you make peace with the fact that it's here and you take care of yourself. And the
Just
people
take care
around
of
you.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of, because I don't think it's the end of the world.
The major thing is to accept it. That you
Yes.
have it.
Yes.
Yes.
Because acceptance, that's where you actually know how to deal with it and go
Exactly.
forward. Ne?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and it's a very good point that you raise because the 1st of December is actually supposed also to celebrate them, to celebrate those people that were victimized. Because I don't think everyone chose to have it. You don't just choose to say, oh, I woke up today and I want to have AIDS. No, you didn't. So it's just also to pay that respect to them. Thank you so much for that. But also we've got this, traditional healers and churches, when it comes to faith. Where do we now place that? And what is the role that they play within this HIV and AIDS spectrum?
I just think that in our religion, is churches, and also other churches, maybe Nyangas and other so forth, they are not supposed to teach people to have faithfulness with their partners, because we are now seeing the root cause of HIV. It's come from where people are now cheating each other, not even stick to the one partner. So we encourage the churches to preach the gospel of faithfulness to your partner. Then also the church must not be resistant, because we are now seeing those water churches of anointing oil. They're now saying HIV can be killed by water and anointing oil. No, not supposed to be radicalization. They were not supposed to work with going to be test, giving something that can eradicate that HIV, not remain adamant. So I know we're not going to test. Water is going to heal. That is my advice to the churches.
I personally think that Ilona, Isonto, traditional healers,
Yes.
and the Department of Health, there is a clash if they only find a way to work together, because there were scenarios back then, if you still a virgin, you can be cured, right? And then there's some pastors, but it's with the anointing oil, a man's lava, you drink them, you go to a healing school, you get those things. I really felt if they only integrate, because there a lot of clashes. We know that whether you infected or not infected, if you have states of protected sex, chances are you are at risk. You're at risk, Eugene.
Yes.
So, but
yes.
basically, in a way, I think to a certain extent, the healing from these other people should be solved.
Yeah.
Okay, so the right and correct information really needs to be accessible to people, whether it comes from the churches or from the Department of Health or from schools, from clinics, wherever. But you just really need to have access to the right and important information, because you can be easily misled, like that thing that if you sleep with a virgin that can cure you, that is absolute nonsense. Yes, sir.
What I wanted to say is,
Just hang on, please.
most of us, we need to value our lives. The more you sleep with other people, the more you lose in life. The second thing is, we must wait for time. Now the problem we have with this generation is a microwave generation. Things must be done tomorrow. So they want to rush for the things that is not due for them. That's why they end up indulging in so many relationships. Then the other thing is, we are trying as a government to implement this prevention method.
Yes.
Putting and giving implants and whatever. Those ones, them to their own mind, they say they are no longer getting pregnant. So it's easy for them to get HIV. Because they are sleeping all around thinking that they have been prevented.
Yeah.
Then the other issue as a church, we must tell the people to respect their bodies.
Thank you, sir.